Hi, this is Matt from filmformat.com, and in this video we'll be taking a look at Rhino's motorized carbon Evo slider. There are a lot of sliders out there, which makes your decision a tough one to buy the right one for your needs. My perfect slider needs to be portable, durable, and super smooth. It also helps to have a remote control system that nails your camera move each and every time. The Rhino Evo slider seemed to be a perfect solution at an affordable price. Let's see if it holds up to all the hype. The first thing I noticed after receiving the slider was how well built it was. Most sliders I looked at seemed to have one or two things missing. Some were super smooth but didn't have an ideal brake to keep the carriage from banging around. Others attached well to tripods but had shoddy feet that often broke or couldn't hold up under heavy camera rigs. The Rhino Evo slider didn't seem to have any of these issues. It was built to withstand even the harshest shooting conditions and still perform flawlessly without a hitch. I was afraid the length wouldn't be long enough for my more demanding shots. So far I haven't been hindered by its length, and I barely notice it when I bring it with me on shoots. I have to admit there are more times when I wish I had more rail to work with, but those instances are rare. My other big reason for buying the slider was for its motion control unit. The remote control unit is incredibly intuitive, operating much like the classic iPod interface, and makes it very simple to set up your first shot without a guidebook. One of its biggest selling points for me was the ability to move the camera in real time with a simple twist of the dial. No need to worry about slamming the carriage against each end of the slider either. The slider calibrates itself each time you turn it on, which allows it to decelerate whenever reaching its end. There's even a feature to repeat a move over and over, which is very helpful during an interview. Are you concerned about loud motor noise during a shoot when you're recording audio? No worries. The motor is incredibly quiet even while it's moving at high speeds. With such an awesome motion control unit, battery life was my next greatest concern. Rhino claims it can last up to 7 hours. I was never concerned with running out of battery life after a full night's charge. With so many moving parts, I wasn't sure how long the setup time might be. It literally took no time at all and gets easier and easier to set up each time. There's really not that much I can nitpick on Rhino's motorized Evo slider. With superb customer support and a brilliantly compact design that simply works, I'd have to admit Rhino's motorized Evo slider is one of the best motorized sliders on the market. If you're interested in a more in-depth written review about this slider, then feel free to click on this button. And as always, feel free to subscribe and visit filmformat.com for more filmmaking reviews and tutorials from yours truly. Thanks for watching. Thank you.